Hey everybody, so I'm here in Olathe, Kansas, and by the time you see this video, I'm back home. This is all done. But why did I come here? Well, you've heard me talk about Project Photo Rescue, and that's what's up. That's why we came to Kansas. We chose Jennifer Johnson, one of our awesome customers, to do this for. And it's been a 3-day project, 2.5, 3 days. And Molly and I came from Arizona to Kansas, much cooler temperatures, to her home to help her basically get unburied from her what felt like chaos. Now everybody's chaos is defined a little differently, so I would definitely say, now having done this experience with her, she definitely didn't have a situation that is unique in terms of how many of you can relate to what she's been feeling buried by. So she's had a lot of pictures, negatives, discs, DVDs, CDs, prints, artwork, papers, like schoolwork, everything that you can think of. It's the same that you have and that I have. And so what we've done with her is we've gone through this whole process and helping her basically just get it all figured out, make a game plan and put that in place so that when we leave, she is set up for success and being able to move forward and be able to do her scrapbooking. So what exactly did we do? Well, all of the details will be outlined in a blog post coming soon to our blog at beckyhiggins.com. In the meantime, I will give you a brief overview. We started first with not so much an interview, but a Q&A. So I sat down with Jennifer, having prepared all these questions that I wanted to ask her that would help her and I both to really understand how she felt about the bigger picture. She didn't have any sort of heads up on these questions, so it really was catching her off guard in kind of a good and impromptu way. So without having too much time to dwell on it and think about it, I asked her questions that helped her to mentally and emotionally give me just honest, off the hip answers about how she felt about scrapbooking in general and what's important to her and things like that. And we probably spoke for quite a while. We moved from that mental preparation into physical preparation. So we actually cleared off her space, cleared out her room, figured out where this is all going to happen. Then we moved into the next phase. And that was that in between these phases, I gave her some homework assignment, which was to just hang out with her kids, look at the scrapbooks, and let all of those feelings just sink in. Like, what do I love about these scrapbooks that I've already made? What seems important to me? What doesn't seem important to me? And then when we regrouped the next morning, I was able to assess again with her kind of after she had a chance to go through those albums. Helpful? Yes, very helpful. So Jen was able to really assess for herself, and then we regrouped about that. We learned even more things. Then we went from that into and I skipped, by the way, that we did gather all of these physical scrapbooks into one place. She thought she had about like 10 before we did that. Turns out she has like 32, something like that. So pretty phenomenal. We think that we have less than we do because I think we always wish that we were doing more than we actually are. Women are funny that way. So anyway, it moved into the next phase, which was make a game plan. It was really important to me to make that game plan with Jennifer after I've assessed her feelings, her emotions, the physicality of her scrapbooking, meaning the actual albums, what she already has, what she doesn't have, and then we were able to move into making that game plan. All of this will be outlined in the blog post, so I won't go into more detail, but the game plan is in place so that she, Jennifer, for herself, made all of those choices. So I was there to guide her. I inputted, I gave her suggestions, we talked through things. Molly chimed in sometimes, her mom chimed in sometimes, but at the end of the day, Jen made all of these choices for how she wants to move forward, and it's in place. It's her game plan. Why is that important? Well, when we make our own choices, obviously that helps us to feel complete ownership. And if we make those choices, then we feel more ownership in moving forward and saying, yes, I'm gonna do this instead of I've gotta follow someone else's direction. So it's pretty cool to think about it that way. So where are we now? Well, we're at the end of day 3 here in Olathe, and we're so excited about the progress that we've made. It's been an amazing trip, a really special trip actually, to be able to get to know Jen, her mom, her kids, her friends. She has the most amazing friends, and to be able to set her up for success so that she can move on now. So what is all this for? Because it matters. It matters for Jen, and it matters for each of us that we feel really comfortable with the way that we move forward and trying to cultivate a good life and record it.